I will be listening to your question after some time. Whatever you learn, any subject you learn, your technology, your agriculture, your computer, whatever subject you learn, anything in the world, first you have to know the meaning of certain words. Meaning of certain basic words, this is given in the syllabus starting only. So, without that you cannot enter the subject. So, these are the first concepts. There are 3 things in this chapter, there are 3 things in the syllabus, 2 things have been given: concept, convention and assumption. So, you have to know the concept of these things, but what is concept itself? You can back also, take back also. Idhar aa jao, idhar aa jao, you are cameraman today for me. Okay, and then give someone else, he will take you also. Okay. Dear students, first let us understand what is concept itself. Can anybody tell me? These are the concepts you have to know, but what is concept itself? Then it will be better to understand this. What is concept itself? Please, anybody can try. What is concept? Yes, please.
Introduction of basic terms.
Interaction basic term. No, actually, if you interact, then you will get to the concept. What is concept? Idea of certain things. Through interaction you will go to the idea, but what idea of what? Of the item, of the topic, of the whatever it may be, that is the concept. Like if it does not know how to switch on and switch off this camera, it does not have concept. There is something switch on, this is something camera, this thing is there, no? If you do not have any concept of this thing, that thing, you cannot do anything in this recording. So, this is a concept of something, some idea. Similarly, what is convention? It will be coming later on somewhere, it is not here. What is convention? Concept, convention, assumption. Assumption is actually merged in concept and convention, but when you learnt, we got 3 things actually, I will be telling you that: concept, convention, assumption. These are very, very important in accounting. So, concept, he has told some idea about certain things. Suppose you are riding the bicycle and the chain is, suppose it is loosened and it is not working. So, you should have the concept of doing it back, that concept you must have, that is the idea. Convention, if I tell you in the morning, if you got me, if shown me in the house, good morning sir, will you tell that? Namaste sir, will you tell that? No. Namaste sir. कब से शुरू हुआ? ये कब से शुरू हुआ? When it started? You don't know. During Ramayana age also, during Mahabharata, Namaste. And we are following this Namaste. And today during COVID, you know, whole world is following this way. Namaste. It's an international word now, Namaste, Indian word. Whenever we go to other foreign countries, not this, COVID, no virus, Namaste. This is a convention. This is a convention. Something which is going on since long and going on now, and you have to follow that. If you switch off, if you sideline that way, no, if you say Namaste sir, nobody will accept you. Namaste, handshake. This is a convention. This is a convention. So, convention is something going on long back, you have to follow that. In accounting, there are certain conventions are there, I will be telling you those. And concept, I am going to start now, and some assumptions are also there, but I have seen assumption, those points are merged here only. Assumption, but still you have to know what is assumption. Let me tell you, little while back I was here talking to Pinod sir and 4 girl students were there, I talked to them, then I went out to have some freshening, and you have not seen me. But what did you assume? You assume that there is a professor, they also assume that we met sir and he will be coming after 2 minutes. And you assumed that Pinod sir will go out and some other one will come, the name is given here, he will come. Yes, you assumed that assumption. In accountancy there are some assumptions. In accountancy there is some concept. In accountancy there is some convention. And let us take one by one very fast, and then I will be asking your questions. See, first concept is business entity concept. Business entity concept means these things you have to remember, without that even if you learn lot of formula, journal, ledger of accounting, you shall not be able to do justice if you do not remember these things. You may be expert in mathematical part, in accounting formula, whatever it may be, but without this at the back of your mind, you cannot go ahead. You cannot go ahead. You'll be just stuck up somewhere. So at the very outset, I have taken it. It's very easy to understand also for you, no problem. But I have to tell you, and you have to remember. See, you have a business, maybe your own business. Still remember, if you have paid money to the business, if you take some money from your own business, then also you record it. Don't think that it is my own business, I have taken my own money. No. You and your business are separate. Think that way if you want to do accounting. Otherwise, everything is yours, other things. But this concept, you have to have that business and businessmen are separate. Without that, there will be a mistake in everything. And this very basic philosophy will guide you in every stage, everywhere. This basic philosophy that business and businessmen are separate. Clear? You have to remember. Later, if you forget someone, you can ask me. Then, only in money accounting will be recorded. Only in monetary terms, only. When you pass some journal entries, you write only in monetary terms. Means rupees this in India, INR this, and in dollar this, in pound, in whatever it may be, in ruble this. It should be in the monetary terms. This is not a money measurement concept. First one is business entity concept. I have not written concept here. This concept, money measurement concept. Next, you have to remember, when you start a business, nobody starts a business for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Everybody starts a business with the assumption that it will continue for a long time. How many? I don't know. How many years? I don't know. Everybody assumes that business will go on for a long time. On that assumption, you make the account. At the back, psychological, this philosophical, these things. I have thought of all these things. What is the problem if I don't know this? I do the accounting. Somewhere I will be stuck up. Because accounting, what you write 10% and 90% think in mind, in brain. Then 10% comes out. Isn't it? In brain, you will be thinking this way. If you pass a wrong entry, everything will be wrong. No? So that you have to remember what is going concern concept. You have to remember that the business will go on for a long time. Maybe after some time businesses stop, businesses close, businesses failed, well, I don't know. But your assumption is like a banyan tree. Banyan tree never dies. Is assumed that it will continue. Your business may not continue after 3 years. You could not continue. That's a different thing. You have to assume that today I have started this business. It will continue for 700 years, for 2000 years. That conception. Businessmen may not be there. Business will remain. This is even supported by the number 1. Even supported by number 1. Businessmen may not be there. Business will remain. You think of any company of 200 years back, company was started by some people, by some promoters, by some shareholders contributed. This business is still there, those people are not there, owners are not there. So this is the assumption, going concern concept. Next, I am explaining this very, very important. If I explain you nicely these things, then my next classes will be very easy for me and for you also. Giving an example, suppose you can give someone else also. You sit, so that I want to keep you. इसको थोड़ा सा ले लो, थोड़ा सा, ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए, रिकॉर्डिंग ज़्यादा भी नहीं चाहिए. इसको ख़त्म करके हम लोग करके आप बैठो, आपको भी लेगा, बैक करके. You sit, you will be taking you also. I want all my student friends with me. Assumption. This YouTube channel, assumption, my channel. In your business, you have paid rupees 20,000 as salary to your employee. But his salary is actually 25,000. You have paid 20,000. 5,000 you shall pay later on. Okay, it's okay. Now, some people say that you record only 20,000, and some people say that you record 20,000 plus 5,000. Two concepts are there. Those people who believe that you record only 20,000, this is cash system, cash basis. Cash basis. Whatever cash you have paid, record. Whatever cash you have received, record. Whatever cash you have to pay, not paid, don't record. But in this concept, whatever cash, suppose you have paid 20,000, you record, and 5,000 you have to pay, record. How? Salary 20,000, add unpaid 20,000. Now, this unpaid I have word, this is a very typical English. Instead of I am just jokingly say something, don't write in any book, it is my own concept. Suppose this 5,000 you have not paid, the person will be coming to you for the money, no need to write, coming to you for the money, then he will be wanting to meet you, then someone will be telling you this person is wants to meet you, and you will be asking where is he, then what the BRL will say, peon will say, he is standing outside to meet you, he is standing outside, he is outstanding, he is outstanding, ये 5,000 के लिए ना बाहर में खड़ा है, he is standing outside, means outstanding. Dear students, please remember from this point of view, this concept is known as outstanding salary. In accountancy, accepted term. Outstanding salary, outstanding expenses. Outstanding means something which is payable but not paid. Outstanding means unpaid. Why I have made this story so that you can remember. अच्छा से अंदर में रह जाए इसलिए थोड़ा joking किया आपसे. So outstanding means unpaid. In accrual concept, both paid and outstanding are recorded. That will give the clear picture, because if you record only 20,000 paid, then what will happen? Only 20,000 paid you have recorded, then what will happen? Another 5,000 not paid. So you shall think your expenses is 20,000, but another 5,000 is your expense, you have not paid but you shall pay. If you have not taken that, then your profit will be showing wrong figure. Another 5,000 थोड़ा बाद में दे देगा, काल दे देगा, एक साल बाद में देगा, but you have not recorded, so profit is distorted. So accrual concept is something which is cash paid, cash not paid, cash received but not received, both are recorded. But in certain cases it is not recorded this way. In very few cases, a doctor whatever receives he records, whatever not received generally not recorded, gone like that. In a certain cases cash system is there. I will be telling you later on. Even cash system exists certain places, 10%, 5% cases. But best one is what is accrual system. Everybody clear what is accrual system? You have to remember when I will be solving the practical questions. And accounting period, 28 days Pinod sir told me that I have to complete this course, this is a period, and every 6 months might be you are having exam, or 3 months, that is a period. Every 1 year that is a period, MBA is 2 years, that is a period. Dear friends, for accountancy, for accounting records, 1 year you have to take into consideration, that is accounting period, and that is known as periodicity concept. उसका नाम लगा दो periodicity concept. You have to remember that, and in India today it starts from income tax point of view and from accounting point of view. Earlier it was different, but now it is every accounting period starts on 1st April and ends on 31st March. There is no doubt about it. But earlier somebody started in Diwali starting, somebody started in January 1, it was allowed. And when I was doing my chartered accountancy in my articleship, I have found lots of clients, different people are having different accounting years. I have to do their balance sheet. I did my chartered accountancy, not completed. So I have audited different people's accounts, lots of clients are there from my principal's point of view, and I have to do this account. And I have seen आपका accounting year क्या है 1st April, आपका और मेरा तो 1st January, आपका मैं दिवाली में स्टार्ट करता हूँ, 10 तारीख को अक्टूबर का स्टार्ट करता हूँ, ओके चलेगा, but is gone. Now it is uniform previous year, uniform accounting period in India. It starts from 1st April and so on 31st March. So accounting period means periodicity concept. Dear friends, one most important thing is very important thing, next one. This is, it is becoming very long one. Okay. नहीं तो काट के फिर कर सकते हैं. Okay. Cost concept. I am asking you a question. Suppose this type of building you have purchased one in Guwahati. This type of building you have purchased. What will be the price of this room? Tell me, what will be the price of this room? 10 crore? Okay, 10 crore. And you have purchased in 10 lakh. So what to record? This building worth 10 crore, everybody will tell you. But you have, from friend or from weak person, you have purchased at 10 lakh. Or say 10,000. You have purchased 10,000 this building. The question is, what is to be recorded in accounting? 10,000 and others 10,000, not 10 crore, not 9 crore 9 lakh, that no, that is the concept, cost concept. Cost concept means whatever is exactly cost you have paid for a certain asset or anything, you record that, not the actual one. Do not think of actual one in case of accounting at least. In other cases I do not know, but I am doing accounting. Exact cost you have to record, whatever the intrinsic value inside, forget it. वो आपको profit हो जाएगा, you enjoy later on. But you write whatever you paid. This building you purchased 10 rupees, you write 10 rupees. Nobody is going to ask you. This is cost concept. Clear? Cost concept? Okay. See, this is the most important thing. This is the most important thing I am going to teach you. Every transaction has two sides. That is dual aspect concept. जैसे भी समझो, and I will start tomorrow or day after tomorrow from this point of view, practical. See, whenever you pay money, one is payer, other is receiver, right? When you purchase goods, goods come, something comes and cash goes, two. Everywhere you shall find two things in every transaction, and from that point of view it is dual aspect concept. And double entry bookkeeping I am going to teach you later on. Double entry bookkeeping, every transaction will be having two sides, you shall never find three sides. Accounting is a science, remember. Accounting is science. In SMEs it is known as Hisab Bigyan. Bigyan is science, no? Science of accounting, tell in English, is science of accounting, is science, like your science. H2O, H2O, it is true in IIT Guwahati, is true in IIT Madras also, H2O is water, it's okay in Himalayas also. That type of science in accounting, double entry bookkeeping, in every transaction you shall find two aspects, and you have to understand that first, how to analyze it, and then you shall be expert in accounting. I'll make it that. Don't worry, leave it on me. But just remember, yes, दो तो निकालना पड़ेगा इसमें. If you know how to analyze and find out oxygen, hydrogen like that, you can find this also like that only. I will be giving you idea, don't worry. But you remember that every transaction has how many aspects? Two. And this is known as double entry bookkeeping. I will tell you that. And matching. I told you about accounting periodicity concept I told you. So, periodicity concept, same, I told you 1 year, suppose 1st April to 31st March, 1st April 24 to 31st March 25, this is your accounting period. During this period, you have taken sale of this period, but one particular expenses belongs to 2023, you cannot put here. One expense belongs to 2025 July, you cannot take here. On a same period, for a same period, you take expenses of that period, income of that period. This is known as matching concept. Otherwise, all account will be wrong, maybe your journal entry is correct, maybe mathematically correct, but it will be problem, because suppose you take expenses of 1 year with the income of another year, this will be mismatched, and this will be taken into consideration by the auditors also. And after accounting, auditing is also there, they will catch you, they will fine you also. And many people do it. I will be telling you sometime in some storytelling, I will be telling you that why people do these things mismatch intentionally, not today, you can ask me sometimes, but you should not do. Matching concept, expenses of this period, income of this period only, not other period, that is matching. And dear students, this is convention. I told you the meaning of convention. If you ask me about assumption, it is included here only, something assumption. I told you that you assume the business will go on for a long time, this is assumption. So, for assumption, no other list is there here now. Let us go to consistency, convention. Convention, I told you the example that you do namaste like this, something which is going on for a long time, you have to follow now also, so that people can understand. This is a convention. Anybody here interested to come here, sit here in the teacher's table chair? Anybody? No, there is not a convention. I will be here, you will be here, that is a convention. Example, this is a convention. So, regarding convention, I have taken this 4. Consistency. Consistency means, suppose I am giving an example I give often to my students. Suppose one student, he gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and next day he gets up at 7, and next day he gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and after 2 days a day comes, he gets up at 11:30, and another day he does not get up at all from the bed. This will affect his health. It should be consistent. It should be consistency matters most. Consistency. Consistency matters. This is consistency. Dear students, in accounting, in certain cases you will be finding that there are some options. Some options. Means, for example, depreciation. I will be taking later on. Depreciation has got several options. You can do this way, you can do this way, you can do this way, you can do this way. Once you follow a particular rule, then please follow that next year, next year, next year consistently. Don't change suddenly from what you are following. Then you say, sir, sometimes there may be a reason that I change it. Okay. If that is the case, sometimes you have to change the rule, then you mention it somewhere. That is disclosure. You have to disclose that this system was followed earlier this way, but now from this year it is changed for this reason also. This is disclosure. Disclosure. So, disclosure you have, and disclosure no, regarding the business, regarding your transactions, regarding your activities, mostly everything which are disclosable you disclose. Do not hide. There should people hide, businessmen hide, that is a different thing, but the rule said you disclose, you disclose. And regarding this you can ask me later on many things also, like in company, suppose in company what happens, owners and management are separate. Owners do not manage and managers are not owners. Shareholders are owners and they elect some board of directors, they manage the company, and shareholders' money is in the hands of the management. So, management has to disclose all relevant points, otherwise there will be problem. Companies Act 2013, lots of provisions that you have to disclose that, this, otherwise it will be ultra vires. You cannot do something which goes against the interest of the shareholders. And disclosure, example, lots of example, you can think lot. I have given the meaning. Whatever relevant you disclose. And then conservatism. Conservatism is very, very important thing. Conservatism. I give my students this type of example. Like suppose my first boy in the class, I told him, see, you can sit now also, you sit and do it, some valuable things and book a hotel tomorrow. Sir, why? You throw a party. Sir, why? Because you should be standing fast next year. You should be standing fast next year and it becomes so, throw a party today. Will you do it? Anybody do it? No. No. You expect that you shall stand first, and when you stand first, then think what you shall do, not before that. Not before that. Right? But suppose you are very weak in management, I tell him, you are very weak in management, immediately take care. You want to stand first? Good. But you know we are weak in management, do something, extra study, extra tuition, extra something. That means what, you know? If something is good for you in future, don't record it, no need to record. But if there is something unfavorable, must record now. That is the concept of conservatism. It is a philosophy of everybody's life should be. In future, कुछ अच्छा होने वाला है तो होने वाला है तो क्या है? Don't think of it. Okay, expect okay, but prepare for the worst. In accounting also, suppose in future you shall get an order from South Korea that you should be sending goods of this thing, you will be earning 20 crores rupees profit. No need to write these things. No need to write in accounting. Favorable, no? Don't write unless happens. But now, whatever customers, is debtors, whatever customers you are having, they have taken some goods from you on credit, and some of them are not repaying the money in time. Take care, because if they don't repay the money, it will be bad debt, irrecoverable. If there is a chance, take care. So, what I have written is, Anticipated losses you record, anticipated gains no need to record. No need to record in accounting. That's a philosophy. You accepted it, and there's a logic also. But even a chief accountant also, big accountant also, they may sometimes commit mistake in recording something which they should not record. They know debit and credit recording, so they are recording certain such things which should not be recorded. They should have this philosophy, these things, these are the principles at the back of the mind, and then formula comes. So that's why I am starting the very first day. And can anybody understand? Tell me about this from you? Last one. Can anybody tell me? Materiality. Suppose I am writing here by chalk, and small piece of chalk I have thrown out. Small piece. I have thrown in the dustbin. This size chalk writing. Will IIT go against me? But if these types of chalk, all these things, I throw all this or more, it matters? तो वो जो छोटा चौक का टुकड़ा मैं फेंक देना उधर, it's immaterial. What are you thinking about it? Immaterial. Means not important, not significant. But certain other things are significant, material. So, dear students, materiality means importance. Actually, materiality means importance. In business, maybe there are certain immaterial things happen, and no need to record those things. Immaterial, but it you have to remember. You have to understand what is material, what is immaterial, what is important, what is not important. Unimportant things no need to be brought in the books. Unimportant. So, what I have written, only significant items separately recorded or disclosed. Significant item. Insignificant item, you can forget it. That's certain. I will be giving you an example later on. You can also find certain insignificant items that happened. Suppose no need to record it. Suppose you have taken 25 paisa to a beggar. You are thinking that I have paid it from my business, so I record it. Begging debit like that 25 paisa. Very immaterial. Chhod do na. You have to know what is material, what is immaterial. So, dear students, okay, what more I have given? Concept of why these are important? I have given you so many list of concepts. Why important? Ensures consistency and comparability. Why shall I follow consistency? Why shall I follow materiality, concept, business entity concept? All this is why should I follow? If anybody asks, then I have summed up. All this concept and convention I have explained, but why? Kya jaruri hai? And all these things should be at the back of the mind. Nobody is going to write this in the books of accounts, what I have taught you so long time. Nobody is going to write anywhere. This is a philosophy in the mind. मन में रखो. क्या फायदा? ये फायदा है. Consistency and comparability. If you follow these rules nicely, that you can compare your business record with your business record only of earlier years. Means intra firm, or you can compare your balance sheet with other business balance sheet, inter firm. This comparability is very, very essential. Don't think I am not compare myself with others. You have to compare your business with others. If you don't compare, then shareholders will compare your company with other company. Customers will compare your business with other business, and then they will decide whether to purchase shares of your company or other company. They will compare. So, all the balance sheets I will be showing you. All these things in a particular same tag. You will be getting MBA mark sheet. You will find marks may be different, but the size of the mark sheet, etc., same. It will be same certificate, same consistency. Otherwise, it will not be able to compare. Enhances transparency. When you follow these things, it will be transparent. You can understand. I will be telling you a lot more things about these things in future, but for the time being, you remember. And reliability. Your accounts will be reliable if you have followed all these things. It can be reliable, otherwise it will be baseless, not reliable. And forms foundation of accounting standards. I will be telling you a lot about accounting standards later on. Not lot, because your course does not include lot, only little bit. Whatever available, I will be telling you regarding accounting standards later on, because accounting standards are based on all these concept, convention, etc. Accounting standards. we are having just last 30 seconds and it will stop it, this one. So, we are having Indian accounting standard, sometimes I will be talking to you, we are having international accounting standards, we are having IFRS, international financial reporting standards, all over world this is there now, international accounting standard. In India also there are two types of accounting standards and Ind AS, all these things, lots of studies are included there. When necessary you can talk to me, all these things I will be talking to you, lots of things are there. But for the introductory class I have told you that this concept and